This is So You Think You Know Jesus, a podcast that will challenge Christian paradigms, uproot traditions of men, and in the end, energize your faith by grounding you in solid biblical truths as you learn to see Scripture through the eyes of the Jewish Messiah, Yeshua. Welcome, author and speaker Rabbi Jeff Grillo of the Rock of Israel congregation in North Carolina, a Messianic synagogue that is part of the National Jewish Fellowship of the Assemblies of God. Now, Rabbi Jeff.
All right. Shalom, shalom, and welcome again to another episode of So You Think You Know Jesus, a podcast ministry outreach of the Rock of Israel congregation based in Hickory, North Carolina. If you're ever in the area, do stop by. Our website is given at the end, myroic.org. And so much going on, so much you can get value from. Discipleship classes just started anew last week. They're every Tuesday night at 7 live on Zoom. And they should start being posted on YouTube. And there should be a Discipleship 101 class. If you're interested, please take advantage of that. Now, this week's episode, let's get to it. I guess we're going to call this, Are You a Student or a Teacher? I'll go ahead and give you a second to answer that. I wish I had the Jeopardy theme here to press, but I don't. All right, it's enough time. If you answered student, that's good, but wrong. If that's all you said. If you said, I'm a teacher, but you didn't say, I'm a student, wrong answer. The truth is, as disciples, as Talmudim of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, the Messiah, we are called to be both. A lot of people don't realize that, and it's really kind of a rudimentary thing, but a meaningful thing. Just being a student of Messiah, you know, it's good. It's a decent place to start. We have to start somewhere. Clearly, you got to learn something before you can teach something, right? So if you're new with Messiah, okay, don't be offended, don't be condemned, right? But you got to start. But at some point, every student needs to also be a teacher. That's what a disciple is. You know, within Judaism, they teach historically that a Talmudim, a student, a disciple, would follow their rabbi, would follow their master so closely that the dust of his sandals would get on their garments. Are you following Messiah that closely? Are you following your teacher that closely? If you have a rabbi, you absolutely should be doing that. Or if you're in the church world, you know, you should be a good student and following, you know, biblical teachings from your pastor. I guess we got to say that about the rabbis too, because if the rabbi's straying, you don't want to be a student anymore, right? You want to find a godly teacher that you can sit at their feet and learn. And learn and learn. But listen, too much of the church at large today, that's all they're interested. They're interested in learning, going to this conference and that conference. Oh, there's a glory conference over here. Or, oh, there's a great favor event over here. Gimme. I want to be blessed. I want to learn. And it's even in the Messianic community. So many people I've met over the years that, they're just hungry, and that, you know, in and of itself, that's not a bad thing, right? They want to learn, and they just devour information. But then what? You know, if they're not doing something with it, if they're not teaching and discipling, making disciples, Yeshua said, go into all the world and make disciples. Then to say, be a disciple, make disciples. And you make a disciple by being such a good student of your teacher that you take what you've learned and you find somebody else that doesn't know what you know, who has a teachable spirit, a teachable heart, who wants to learn, and you teach them what you have learned about the Word. Not opinion, not ideas, not thoughts, not commentary. What does the Word say? And what does it mean? And how do I make sense of it and make application in my everyday life? That's what our Tuesday night Zoom classes are about. That's what your situation should be about with your teacher, your rabbi, your pastor, your more mature friend in the faith, right? Whatever the situation is. You should be an eager and hungry student, devouring everything that you could possibly learn. But again, not just to say, I know all this stuff. It becomes a pride issue. Hey, look what I know. I know so many people. They meet me, and instead of normal getting to know you kind of stuff, all they want to do is tell me what they know, and that's just kind of awkward. It's kind of weird, right? It's relationship. It's okay. Learn what you learn, and it's good that we've learned a lot. But who are you teaching? Who are you discipling? And I'm going to say this: if you're just a student and you're not discipling somebody, get with your pastor. Get with your rabbi. Get with your spiritual, father or mother, whoever it is that is teaching you, and ask them, how can I put my knowledge, my understanding, my faith into action? Because without the action, without teaching someone else, it's not good. It's like the Dead Sea, right? The water comes in, but it has nowhere to go, and it's stagnant and stale, and there's no life. But when you have a body of water where the water's flowing in and flowing through and flowing out, it's fresh, it's beautiful, there's life there. And as good Talmudim, we should be filled with life, and those rivers of living water should be flowing from us as well, right? They flow from Messiah into us, right? And we should be sharing it. That's what it's all about. So student or teacher, I say, even I as a rabbi, I am both. Shalom, shalom.
Thanks for learning with us today. For more information and resources, or to invite Rabbi Jeff to speak at your church or next event, call 1-828-201-2883. Once again, that's 1-828-201-2883. Or visit myroic.org. That's myroic.org. Shalom.